The city's finally alive. Like, I've been waiting for this for months, so.
You heard it here first, people. The city's alive, people. Get outside. Become alive.
Come on. Come here, join me. Are you on, Luke?
Welcome back. We are here today with
Kojo. The mainstream news is quite negative, kind of soul destroying. It's always bad news, really, isn't it?
It's good to keep informed, but we are energy, we are vibration, and we need to be uplifted. We need positive energy within ourselves. We need to produce, we need to express, we need to believe, achieve, and be free within ourselves. You can totally do that. I don't know what that means, but do it.
What's your name, by the way?
Paula London.
Paula London.
It's Paula London on
That's a
Instagram.
great name.
Thank you.
Maybe London was named after you.
So I did a year abroad 5 years ago, and I met this beautiful lady, and this is the first time we've met since.
Yeah.
Today's the day.
Today
is the day.
5 years.
5 years.
So 5 years later,
And
we're
today's
here.
the day.
Yeah.
And now you've met me as well, so it's getting even better, right?
What is my good news? I think is going back to London, be with my roommates and spend such a great day here.
And you were dancing, I saw it. Do you know what your name means?
Yeah.
What does Alejandro?
Men's protector.
Men's protector? Really?
Uh-huh.
That's what it means?
Yeah.
So any guy you end up like going out with, you're the one looking after him. If you're with a future like boyfriend or husband and it's at night and like you're both asleep and there's a noise downstairs, you're the one who's going to go down.
Do you guys hang out a lot?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, almost every weekend if we can.
Every weekend?
Yeah, we try to. We try to.
When I was growing up, it was a very weird concept. Friendship was something that I really loved, and I had lots of friends. And my mum always told me, lots of friends is not a good thing. And I never understood that until I grew up. And now I get what she meant by have a small circle and you'll be able to maintain that. And it doesn't matter how long you go apart without speaking. When you meet again, it's always like you've never been apart.
We were just talking. It's like no time has passed. We just met up, had a drink, and we were like, we're just talking as
if nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
That's what's really important. People that check up on you, they don't just text back. They text you. And that's what maintains that friendship, really.
I've just got a matchmaker actually, and I'm going on my first date tomorrow, so I'm kind of excited for that.
Is that an app? Matchmaker?
No, a professional matchmaker. She
wow.
is
Okay.
finding me someone she's a matchmaker for people that are unique. I don't know how to take that. It can be a positive or a negative.
I imagine she really met you.
Yes.
This wasn't like you
She
gave
met
her a
me,
checklist.
She does background checks. So
So she's like, this girl's interested in someone who's like committed this many crimes, and this one likes the bad boy. Now then, what good news can you share with us? Interesting. Now, to tell you the truth, being that you've been sitting here in this window, right, for a very, very, very long time, I think it's only fair that somebody should take you out. So here's what's going to happen, right? Under the Piccadilly Circus sign, 8 o'clock, then we'll be up on a rooftop bar by about 8:05. And the two of us, we're going to sit in the centre of that rooftop and we're going to order wine, rosé, champagne, whatever it is. You know, there's enough of it. They'll stick something in a bucket with some ice and it'll be great.
How would you suggest people now get out in order to maybe make those connections that they potentially have lost throughout this year?
The problem we have is it's not reaching out or thinking, oh, maybe they won't text back or whatever. Just reach out. Just don't always expect people to reach out to you. You go out and reach out.
And don't feel pressure about sending first message. Try to create links. That's what I did, and it works for me.
It's worth it. It's hard. It may be, difficult in the beginning, but it's always worth it to like make the connections, have the people. It's so important, especially during like times like these, like
100%.
having the human connection.
And you have nothing to lose. Like you really don't. Like you
heard it here, people.
I just no, honestly, genuinely, like you actually have nothing to lose.
I think take it slow. Like don't set such high expectations. Take it slow. Yeah.
Or just like get out and just do what you're interested in.
That's a big one.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's coming back. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I think I'm going to have to match you up with someone. I can feel this. Confident, not necessarily too chatty, I'm thinking. chatty, but not like hogs the conversation.
Yeah.
And nerdy, as in quite intelligent, quite
I like
witty.
clever people. I like to learn from a partner.
There's a brilliant saying which is love is extensionality. So if anyone can extend you and make you grow in that regard.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. I was going to say something rude there, but I'm not going to.
There are other kinds of extensionality. Love is extensionality.
Now me and my sister are getting like more connected.
Oh, that's good. That's lovely.
We like, I don't know, before I was like smaller, so we used to fight, but now I'm more mature, so I know how to.
Very mature. And all of the people around us will be aware that there is something happening, something being born. Not a baby, we'll wait for that, that doesn't happen on a first date, but some kind of bliss is being born, a connection is happening.
The devil is a loser, the devil is a loser, he's a loser.
A little bird has told me, a little bird has whispered in my ear that you have an upcoming book release. Please tell the viewers a little bit about it.
It's a poetry book. It's called Love Letters. Some good news as well. Not just tearjerkers,
That's lovely. What inspired you to write the book?
Oh, it's quite a sad story actually.
You know what though? That's the beauty, right? The beauty comes from the sadness sometimes.
So when I was 16 years old, I lost my little sister when she was 3.
Okay.
And I started writing, kind of trying to figure out how I felt about her situation. So I wrote to read her funeral. And that's how my poetry kind of started. I was 16 and I've just been writing ever since, really. Whenever I feel something, I put it down. It kind of helps me to understand what it is I'm feeling and why I'm feeling that way, and perhaps try and find a remedy to get over it.
That's absolutely beautiful. Like you've hit me there. I didn't expect you to say that. That's really amazing. Like it's so beautiful that you found a way to manage your grief and your sorrow and to sort of express it through words, and now you've created this book.
Yeah.
Well, it was my first Zoom date last week. I've never had a Zoom date before.
Was it high pressure?
I was really scared. I was more nervous to speak to this guy than I was when I spoke to a producer about a job, and he asked me lots of questions. It was almost like a job interview, it felt.
So it felt more like the job interview than the job interview?
Yeah, it did actually, but I'm not going to hold that against him.
11, we go out home.
I saw some Spanish movement there. So.
Yeah.
We'll return after these messages.
What up guys, so I'm here today to tell you a little bit more about what I do and who I am. So basically, meditation has been a key aspect of my life. It's helped me get through so many different difficulties. There is a way to do it and I'd love to help you do it. If you feel you need that help, I'd love to give you that help because I wish someone was there for me. I wish someone had been able to help me and give me the tools that I use. And you know what? There wasn't. I struggled so much every day when I was younger. I didn't know how to deal with my own inner demons, right? We all have our demons, we all have our issues. But I feel I've developed techniques which are, quite frankly, nothing new. I didn't invent these techniques. These are ancient techniques that have been around for centuries, but I've found ways to utilize them in order to not only survive, but thrive, right? Here I am in London town, in the center of Trafalgar Square, living my life, embracing life. And there was a time where I never thought I'd be able to do that. There was a time when I couldn't even leave my home. I was so trapped within my own mental suffering. And so the fact that I'm here right now is for me a miracle, quite frankly. And if you're dealing with your own issues and you feel that you need some help, then please reach out to me. There's links below. Contact me. And if I can help, I'll surely do so. So send you guys so much love, and I mean that. People say that shit all the time, sending so much love. But right now, I'm emanating love. Can you not feel it? I'm energetically transferring that love to you guys. So, bless you. Namaste and see you soon.
You meet people and you're like, actually, this was fucking amazing. Whatever type of relationship it is, it's like you've met this amazing person because you took a chance. So just take a chance.
We was a lot of time using Instagram and social media, so we are having a break. So
you actually turned Instagram off?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. That's
we are
really good.
living the moment.
Do you think, maybe writing, maybe expressing that way, would it helped you clearly? Right?
Absolutely, and there's so many different ways you can do it. It doesn't have to be poetry. It could be your little journal for you. Every morning when you wake up, write about your dream or write about what happened the other day, or just something for you. It doesn't have to be something that other people see. For me, when you go back and read things you've done, it just really reminds you of how much you've grown.
Yesterday I saw huge amounts of people, and it wasn't because of a protest. They were there just to have fun. So it was wonderful to see. I've never seen a group of people in London that big that wasn't protesting. So I loved it.
Go to London was one of the best decisions I made.
Oh, great. Come to London, right? You get to meet and hang out with us. And before you know it, you'll be dancing in the street, just like the mamas and the papas sang about all those years ago.
They're dancing in the streets.
Dear diary, you are my witness. My every moment was filled with thoughts of him. My mind on him left me thrilled. Where has he been all my life? I wish I never knew. His goodbye cut like a knife. He said he loved me. I think he told me a lie. Now my heart is left to die. Stricken with worry, there's a reason for my scurry. I'm not mad, just in a hurry. The boy from Madrid wants rid of me, so I hid. How should I react to his words? With contempt, or shall I attempt to save face? Either way, I will not be exempt. He has struck a fatal blow.
So guys, I just want to say, there was a point in the interview where he said, it's so important to reach out, right? To reach out to people, to make those connections. And quite frankly, that's exactly what I did. I saw Kojo and I spoke to him. It really, really had a beautiful effect on me. So Kojo, you're a fucking legend. And every single person watching this, you are a legend. Connect, get outside, speak to people, talk to people, get to know people.
I just kind of love reminding myself what love is about and what life is about.
Like, life is just so wonderful and there's so many places to see. So like, just go out there and make what you want out of the world. Like, you have one life, but you genuinely do have one life, and what's gonna happen? Like, just make the most of it.
Alvin and the Chipmunks will return after these messages.
Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Well, seeing as you've caught me midway through editing this video which you are currently watching, I thought this would be an ideal time for me to mention to you what is it that's inside this drawer. Here we have 3 books written by yours truly. That's me, innit? Basically, I am also a writer, other than somebody who makes these sorts of videos and goes out and chats to people and does the things that you are currently watching. And I spend a lot of my time working on these. It took me about a year to write each one of these books. This one is a collection of short stories all set in one small town, and therefore they're all sort of connected. This is going to help you out with dating and stuff, especially if you use a bloke. And this is a children's novel, and each one, yeah, took about a year, so that's about 3 years worth of work, all right here on this table. Anyway, more on these later, and right now, let's get back on with the show.
We now return to Mr. T.
Why do men that act the way they do? I mean, I wish I had all the answers. So
I could write a book on it, I'm sure.
Finally, is there anything out there that you could recommend to the viewers? Maybe a book, maybe a film, maybe a song, something that has helped you in your life.
I actually have an answer to this. Okay, no, I actually have, but I feel like everyone will love this. The Alchemist. Has anyone ever read that?
Of course.
Isn't it like just an amazing,
beautiful.
yeah, to The Alchemist for me.
I'll listen to that. You want me to sing it though?
Yeah, go on.
No.
Georgia Smith, Teenage Fantasy.
Au cœur des femmes. It's a very nice one for women, especially.
Feel Better, Inspired Doctor. Really good, talks about mental health, physical health, whatever kind of health, and brings in loads of great people speaking in.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
George, you happy?
My fingers to that.
Yeah.
So, we have reached the end of another episode of the Good News News, and one of our guests, Kojo, taught us an incredibly valuable lesson. So, take his advice, express yourself, take that energy and transform it into something useful, something beautiful. All of the great people of history know about that. Michael Jordan talks about it. Even Mike Tyson said, you take the negative fire in you and you use that fire to strengthen yourself. Because he said, if you don't do that, the fire will burn you down. You can't let the fire burn you down. You have to be the one to use it and harness it so that you can burn bright like the sun. But most of all, what we learned today is that we got all of that from other people. We got that from the people all around here, and you can do it too. So if you're lonely, if you're feeling glum, if you're feeling down, I want you to get outside. I want you to say hello to somebody. I want you to say hello to somebody who serves you coffee. Say, listen, how's your day going? Nice to meet you. Where are you from? What's your name? Meet them, form a connection. They're not just sitting there, you know, giving you food and that's that because they're an automaton, a robot. They're not. They're a human with a spirit, with a soul, with feelings just like you. So say hello, form a connection, and then it can brighten your day, and you too can brighten their day, and that's one step forward to brightening the whole world. Imagine if every single person out here does it, just a little bit of light that they spread, that they shine, the whole world starts to glow. It'll be a wonderful, splendiferous place. We will all glow like these here lampposts, each one of us a star shining not in outer space but here on Earth. Wouldn't that be wonderful? We can do it. We can change the world. We'll see you next week. This has been the Good News. Bye.
Kind of matches my outfit.
It does. I was thinking the same thing.